saying we've got a bit of an Aussie theme here now. He's an Australian artist, cultural ambassador and more unusually a didgeridoo comedian.
Dhinawan's passion for his Aboriginal culture has brought him to Auckland for this weekend's Oz Talks Travel Expo. He joins us now with a fair dinkum Aussie breakfast. Morning, Dhinawan, how are you?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
I'm very well, I'm very well. Let's start off by explaining this feast of food that you've brought for us. Are we eating the Australian coat of arms? Is this essentially what we're doing?
Well, basically, yeah. This is a spread that was put together by a good man by the name of Mark Olive, and he's going to be doing some demonstrations at Oztalk this weekend.
Great.
So we've been fortunate enough that he's put a little package together for us. So we have a sample of kangaroo, some smoked crocodile, and a lot of herbs and spices that Aboriginal people used in an everyday life.
Tell us what Ozfest is exactly. What is it all about?
It's a celebration of Aboriginal and Australian culture. So it's to entice more people from New Zealand to come over and enjoy Australia, basically.
And you've got quite an unusual way of bringing that culture to people. Tell us about how that's come about.
Well, ever since I was young, I've always been told, you know, I was the main actor of the family. And so knowing that I wanted to share Aboriginal culture, we find many different mediums to do that. And through didgeridoo, through dance, song, and just basically being a tour guide for people. So it's just showing the culture and the beauty of it.
All right, there's two things I'd like to do a lot. One is try some of this food, and two is hear you play the didgeridoo. So maybe we can do both of those at the same time so that I'm not asking questions. Well, what would you recommend out of the meats here? Which would you recommend the most?
My personal favourite is the crocodile.
Yep, which one's that?
I love the crocodile. This is the crocodile here.
I'll get right in there.
We also have the crocodile sausage.
Crocodile sausage.
And we have the smoked kangaroo as well. So
Okay,
what are you going to go
I'll
for?
take the kangaroo.
All right, I'll go the crocodile. You show us what the... Can you give us a little bit of an example of what you do in your act?
Okay, well, this one here is called a yiraki, and in Aboriginal language that means new sound. So anytime you hear a new sound in your life, you can say yiraki.
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 Nice.
So it's...
That's beautiful.
It's actually, we play it by speaking language down it. So all our songs that we play have a language behind it, so we can tell the dancers and tell the songman what we're actually playing and they can listen. So here's a little sample, just starting off with a basic raspberry, so it's just a simple, and we get a basic effect like this. Sounds quite easy.
It's
such a
yeah,
such an amazing sound.
And then we can break it up. We've got to actually breathe a lot. And people are under misconception that we can breathe in through our nose and breathe out at the same time, and that's physically impossible.
But it's like a circular breathing. What do you? Is it about keeping the air in your cheeks or something? Or?
Yeah, you're making a pocket of air in your cheeks, and as you're breathing in through your nose, you'll squeeze with your cheek muscles and let the air continue the sound.
Can anyone learn to play the didgeridoo, or is it something you're kind of born with?
No, anyone can play it. It's basically like any instrument. If you put time into it, then you'll get to learn more and more. But in traditional Aboriginal way, the men play it for the ladies. So it's something that we see and we hold the ladies as their highest respect if we play it for them. So we're actually giving all our attention to these ladies, and that's why the Aboriginal women receive it as a gift. Yeah.
And you have a bit of comedy in your act as well, so that makes it a bit more accessible, I guess, for people.
Yeah, it breaks it down because, you know, as you can hear, it was quite haunting, the sound, and a lot of people intimidated by that. And especially on a traditional playing bass, you know, it's quite aggressive and haunting. So with the comedy, we break that up.
How does that go in Australia? I mean, I guess overseas it's kind of safe, you know. We go, oh, fantastic! It makes it easier for me to kind of connect with you and to be accessible. Yeah. Back in Australia, how does it go?
It's good because when you have like school groups and you have the younger children who are in kindy, you know, obviously, you know, they hear it and their fear stands up, their hair on the back of their neck stands up. So using the comedy, we break that all down and make it really see the beauty of the instrument.
So if people go to Ozfest, they will get to sample all this amazing food, they'll get to hear performers like yourself, to the comedy, that sort of thing. It sounds like a great event. Where is it? You don't know?
No,
we know.
I'm only just new to, this is my first time in Auckland, so I'm just getting to know the city and the
It'll be up on our website. How about that?
Yes,
like magic.
Cool.
All I have to do is that, and it'll annoy Kate, who is upstairs going, oh no.
No way.
Okay.
Yeah, fantastic.
Thank you very much. Good luck for the weekend. And if you would like to see Dhinawan and Stan Walker, they'll both be performing at Oztalk this Sunday at the ASB Showgrounds. Best of all, it's free to get in.